Okay, I gotta give myself a pat on the back about something. So, for the longest time on Fridays, it's taken me just like forever to get out of bed. Like, full stop, I'd be out of, I would still be in bed for like the next, well, for reference, it's like 8:50 in the morning. So almost 9 o'clock. It'd be like 10:30 and I'd still be in bed. So I'd give myself a pat on the back for being up this early. Do that right now. Good morning, happy Friday, everybody. You know what? That's my high. I'm actually up and out of bed early. It feels good to do that. Well, to be fair, I have a bunch of stuff to do today, and I'd like to get it all done before 5 o'clock this evening. Do I have a low? Well, my low is I did have to turn in earlier than normal because at the very last second, my family wanted to go up to Cuca Lake, and honestly, I just didn't want to drive up there for once. I mean, listen, I know I should probably be taking more opportunities to go to the lake whenever I can, but you know what? I'm good with this. I'm okay with it. I actually got to turn in early. I got to be in bed earlier than I probably would have otherwise. So on that front, I feel pretty good. But it would have been nice to be with my family. I'll admit that. I'm going to see my family tonight and this weekend, so it's going to be fine. And what is my act of kindness? Yeah, it was actually interesting. So I was out and about yesterday, and this family wanted me to take a picture of them because they were from out of town and they were standing for something that they wanted to see. So they asked me to take a picture of them in front of this one thing, and I did. Actually, it was funny. The lady was foreign, so she didn't really speak English that well, but I could tell what she wanted me to do because she reached over with her phone and asked me basically, without really even saying much, she asked me if I could take a photo of them. And I immediately knew right away. I mean, listen, yeah, everyone in the world is different, but I can tell you right now, we all smile in the exact same language. That's actually a saying. Everyone smiles in the same language. It's not a coincidence. It feels pretty good actually. And I'm actually stuck as far as what to talk about today. Actually, you know what? Let me bring my computer. Actually, I have my computer over there. Probably could have brought it over here like this. There we go. So, let's see what's going on in the news or anything. Yeah, I totally don't, do this off the seat of my pants whenever I make these videos, do I? All right, there's got to be something interesting to talk about and see. I mean, unfortunately, with Hot Ones season 30 being over, it's going to be a couple weeks until, I'll be able to talk about it again. I'm lost, as one would say. I did see, I know there are some movies coming out soon. The one I'm really interested in seeing is Coyote versus Acme. That's going to be a good movie. I already know it's going to be a good movie. In fact, there's reviews on it already, and they've all been really good, so I can't wait to see it. Oh my gosh, I just realized what I could talk about today. So, whether everyone realizes it or not, everyone has a sense of humor. Like, there's always something that, everybody finds funny. Sometimes it overlaps between people, like people can laugh at the same thing, and sometimes, I could find something funny that someone else doesn't find funny. It's all subjective, much like music in that regard, or food, or anything else that you know for a fact brings people together. And I mean, I've made this no secret that growing up, I was definitely a TV kid. I watched a lot of TV and a lot of cartoons and animated shows. And back in the 90s, if you had access to Nickelodeon, which we did, and in case anyone's wondering, yes, I was made fun of several times because of the fact that my name is Nick and the show Nickelodeon existed, or the channel Nickelodeon existed, excuse me. So, yeah. Also, by the way, in the 90s, if your name happened to be Tommy, you were awesome. I mean, there was Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. There was Tommy Oliver from Power Rangers. I mean, or Thomas the Tank Engine was growing popular in the 90s too. Seriously, like, if your name was Tommy in the 90s, you were sitting pretty. That's just something I realized. Once upon a time, I once said if I had kids, I'd probably name one of them Tommy. That'd be cool. Anyway, so obviously, I watch Doug and Rugrats and Ren, Stimpy, and Rock Was My Life, all those shows on Nickelodeon. But in the early to mid 90s, Nickelodeon was actually the one channel you could watch Looney Tunes on. And Looney Tunes was on a lot when I was a kid. And this would be years before I learned of the origins of Looney Tunes. How they used to be like, you'd go to the movie theater to see the Looney Tunes on the silver screen. Before I understood, the adult-related jokes that you sometimes see in Looney Tunes. I mean, listen, back when I was a kid, you saw someone, get slapped in the face on Looney Tunes. Yeah, as a kid, that's funny. I mean, as an adult, that's still funny, but as an adult, context as well, so that's even better. So, yeah, Looney Tunes have been in my life forever. And for sure, I definitely had it was great they were on Nickelodeon, but I definitely had my father especially to thank for that, because, and this is why I need to do a better job giving my father credit. I mean, I do give my father credit, I do. I could stand to do it more. Because my father has always been the kind of person who, there would be a topic or a subject that, if you're a kid, really could seem very complicated for you to try and follow and understand. And my father would explain those things in a way that made things simple, that you could understand. That's easily one of my father's biggest, most admirable qualities by far. Take an idea that, seems, complicated for at least a kid and make it simple. And upon understanding what those things were, I could learn from that. And when you watch stuff like Looney Tunes, yeah, it's cartoon logic. You see, Bugs Bunny giving, Daffy Duck, like, say, a stick of dynamite, and it blows up, and, Daffy's beak is, like, blown off, or it's, like, right behind him, it's, like, smoke coming out of him. That's funny. Obviously, that doesn't work in real life, though. In fact, more often than not, my father would actually make the moment grim and say, that really will kill you in real life. But, hey, listen, as grim as that sounds, that's how you learn, And that's the thing, like, I mean, I know it seems wrong that, that what I'm about to say, but it really would, if you're a parent and you're worried that your kid's going to be going down the wrong path or acting out too much. Like, I would never say hurt your child or ever say hit your child, but you can scare them just a little bit. Here's an example. Well, I guess a little bit can depend on what you mean by little. But here's an example. Obviously, when my brother and I were growing up, once upon a time, yeah, we thought fast vehicles were great, obviously including motorcycles. And, we thought, maybe we could ride a motorcycle one day. And then my father would say, kids, I don't want you to have a motorcycle. And then we would ask why. And then he would say, well, the real reason was he was saying, we could fall off and get really, really hurt, which, yes, that does happen. Seriously, you really could be wearing nothing but like protective gear when riding a motorcycle. You still fall off and you still get really hurt. But my father's way to describe it was, have you ever seen ground beef before you make it into a burger or a meatball? That's essentially what it looks like when, you're on a motorcycle going, let's say, normal speed limit in the state of New York's like, actually even going 30 miles an hour, it's still not pretty. But, yeah, like 55 miles an hour. You're riding a motorcycle, you fall off and crash. It's not pretty. Even if you take all the necessary precaution, like you're wearing protective gear, you're wearing a helmet, if you crash on a motorcycle, it doesn't end well. I mean, you see stuff like that in Looney Tunes, it's funny, and, a couple seconds later, the cartoon character's back to looking normal, but, that's cartoon logic. You gotta take that into consideration when you watch Looney Tunes and understand that what happens in cartoons doesn't necessarily happen in real life. Now, granted, there are some animated shows out there that do a really great job of putting real life elements into an animated show while having some, cartoon logic. One really great example of this is, the show King of the Hill, which I'm actually really glad is back, and I'm glad that the revival of King of the Hill has taken well for a lot of people. I'm really glad for Mike Judge and everyone behind that show. Yeah, it's sad we lost a lot of people like Toby Huss and Brittany Miller over the years, but you know what? It's still Mike Judge. It's still Kathy Najimy. It's still Pamela Alden. It's still Stephen Root, and a lot of the people or Lauren Tom also. A lot of people that we know and love from the old show that are back, and that's really great. King of the Hill is a great show, and there's one person I like to follow, Shady Durags. Shout out to Shady Durags, who, he talks about a lot of animated shows, but he's mostly known for being the King of the Hill guy. And again, I like to follow people online who, there are some things I do know, but, it doesn't hurt to hear them again or learn something new. And for watching Shady Durag's King of the Hill videos for as long as I have been, there's one thing I've actually learned about King of the Hill as I've gotten older. I want to make one thing clear. King of the Hill, phenomenal show. It is. For what it is and what it represents, it's a phenomenal show. I'm never going to dispute that. But for a lot of episodes, and I do mean a lot of episodes of King of the Hill, the conflict or problem in any given episode always tends to happen because the people on King of the Hill really are just plain dumb. The Hank's bully episode, that's one example. The Hank's anger management episode, that's another one. There's one episode I would love for Shady Durags to do a review on. I can't believe he hasn't done this yet. Shady Durags, on the off chance you're watching this, please, someone share this video to Shady Durags and try and share this part specifically to Shady Durags. Please do it. Please do a video where you talk about Bobby being the Landry Longhorn. If you don't know, for context, Bobby Hill tries out to be for the school mascot for Tom Landry Middle School, which he does get. But there's one tradition at a football game where the other team's school band piles on top of the Landry Longhorn. So basically, the other school band is going to tackle Bobby. Obviously, Bobby's afraid of that, and he runs away. And everyone's mad at Bobby for running away. Here's the problem. Many times on the show, they've established that Bobby really can't do many things that are of the athletic nature, including run. And not to mention, that's an entire school band's worth of people that are going to tackle Bobby. They even show a moment where they're putting down the instruments, getting ready to tackle Bobby. And when they see Bobby running away, they do nothing. Chase him! Oh God! Chase him! Chase him! Like, every time I see that scene, I'm like, and chase him, 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 and chase him. Like, and they don't chase him. What are you? Don't stand there. You can still tackle Bobby. Just chase him already. Oh my gosh. Like, Shady Do-Rags, again, if you're watching this, please make a video on that. Please do. Like, please. Seriously, I will collaborate with you if we can make it happen. Seriously, check out Shady Do-Rags' work. He's actually really cool. Right, I was talking about cartoons. Yeah, so without my father, I wouldn't know, why Bugs Bunny is funny. Or why every time something bad happens to say Daffy Duck, why that's funny. Or why it's funny that a little yellow bird is able to outwit a larger and, more ferocious cat like Sylvester. Or why, in the case of Coyote versus Acme, why you're going through so many series of inventions and thingamabobs and pulleys and levers trying to capture a roadrunner, and nothing works for him. So yeah, I owe a lot of my my sense of humor to Looney Tunes. That's why I really hope, as far as what I've seen, Coyote versus Acme is getting really great reviews. I personally think it's going to be good right out of the gate. But until I see the movie, I can't say for certain. I can't wait. Man, August 28th can't come soon enough. Hope you like this video. Like, subscribe to YouTube channel, on social media. As always, I'm going to home this video for you guys. Watch Joe video. Wonderful Friday. Remember, you guys want to talk to me. Let me know. Back. Take care. Make good choices. 607 all day, baby.